Hi, Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I want us to talk about something that was very shocking there. In this bank statement that Baloyi presented in court, no transactions for an entire week in Bongani Danzi's bank statement, 2014 bank statement. Anyway, listen carefully because what just happened in court, wow, it left me shocked, jaw dropped, all of the shandy. I was like, no ways. I was like, you mean to tell me this guy says he went to do a ceremony yomntwana imbeleko and do ilobola negotiations and stuff, but he had no transactions happening in his bank account? Johnny, Johnny, make it make sense, Sigalopu. Make it make sense because wow. Oh wow. I was left asking a lot of questions. I was left asking a lot of questions because what? What do you mean? What do you mean? In one of the most dangerous legal shortcuts you will ever see, this one is one of the most dangerous legal shortcuts you will ever see, I tell you. The state is trying to say no bank transactions means your story is suspicious. Then every single one of us could be guilty of or of whatever crime on a quiet day, Gesan. Yes, that's what it sounded like. So here's what happened in court. The accused gives a version where he was, what he did, where he went, all of that showing what was happening. Then comes the prosecutor. They pull out bank statements and they say, you claimed you traveled, you moved, you did things, blah, blah, blah. But there are no transactions from the 27 to whatever date. No ATM withdrawals, no swipes. So you are lying. That's what I interpreted. Of course. Now, okay, Mana, my pause right here because let me drink water. Guys, you want to tell me someone went home, took 5 days unpaid leave at work, 5 days, went home, and when he got home, and these dates, by the way, are after the paydays. This leave is after the paydays. The 25th is the last day that he was at work. And this person, those are paydays, right? And this person goes home. He doesn't spend on the road. He doesn't spend at home. He does nothing. But he says he had ceremonies. Make that make sense, please. Make it make sense because this icon is where the entire argument starts collapsing. Kabaloyi, ayikwazi kaloku. Since when do bank statements track human existence? Are we saying you only exist when you swipe a card? You only move when you withdraw money? You only live when the bank records your movements? Is that what Baloyi is saying? Haibo, guys, is that even evidence? That's not evidence. That's him assumption. Those are assumptions. He is assuming. Is this the so-called seasoned prosecutor plus minus 30 years experience? Ayahlebisa. Let's bring it back to real life. People carry cash, right? People get lifts, right? People don't spend every day, right? People travel without touching their bank account, right? You can go the whole day, even days, without a single transactions. And guess what? You are still alive. You are still moving. But if you are someone who has a mqimbi at home, who has a ceremony to do, that can't be true, can't be correct. If you are the one, the mqimbi is depending on you. You are going to do a ceremony for your child. You are going to do a ceremony for your fiance. All of that don't make sense. Geke. Here is where the defense destroyed this completely for me. My Lord, with respect, there is no legal principle that requires a citizen to generate bank activity to prove their whereabouts. Absolutely. That would be the argument, dear defense, guys. Absolutely. The absence of transaction is not evidence of absence. It can't be. What is wrong with this man? Where is the state's evidence? Where is the state evidence that places the accused at the crime scene? Where? Why is he doing all of this without proving the real core evidence? Why is Baloyi unable to put Ntanzi at the Khumalo's house? Now the pressure shifts. Because the moment the state leans on this argument, they expose something dangerous. They do not have direct evidence. They have nothing. Zero. They don't have reliable witnesses. Zero. They don't have placement at the crime scene. Zero. For any of the accused, they have nothing. So what do? They try to turn silence into suspicion, and in criminal law, that is not enough. That is not enough. This is where cases are won and lost. Because the court must ask, is this proof or is this speculation dressed up as evidence? If it is speculation, then the entire line of questioning becomes irrelevant. Anyway, uhlele ebuza izinto ezi-irrelevant. Because he's been going on for 4 weeks with irrelevance. We can't even write a 1-page with the relevant things that he asked. Otherwise, for 4 weeks, we can't even say I will go a day talking about relevant things that Baloyi asked. I can't go a day. A day is too long. And after a half day is even too long. An hour is too long. I can't even go 30 minutes talking about Baloyi and the things that he achieved, proved, and was successful with. I can't. For 4 weeks, he failed. So anything that he says and does in that courtroom is not helping. It's not helping at all. Let's make it simple. A bank statement shows what you spent. It does not show where were you, what were you doing, who you were with. It can show that you were at a certain branch, right? Or you were in a certain town, fine. But it can't say you were at you were around, or you were at the big house, or you were somewhere here in the yard. It can't. It can't even say that you were in town, somewhere in other shops. But it will tell us, oh, you withdraw in this ATM. But it can't tell us what were you doing. It can't. So when the state says no transactions is equal to your story is questionable, the defense will need to respond, no, my lord, no. It simply means he didn't spend money, kaloku. And the statement, so if you are going to go with that statement, still Baloyi is failing, guys. That's what I'm trying to say in this video. Even that questionable statement is also failing Baloyi. Even that questionable statement is simply failing Baloyi. And in a trial where freedom is on the line, you don't convict people based on what they didn't do at the ATM. You don't do that. Hello, it can't be that way. No, it can't. Oh, no. No, it can't be like that. I refuse. If you are watching this trial closely, you will understand what type of a person Baloyi is. Then you already know this is not just about bank records, bank statement. This is about whether the state has real evidence, or is it just hoping assumptions will carry this case? But how? How is that going to happen? How is the state case going to be carried by assumptions? Because narratives failed dismally. Even the empty bank statement is failing, Baloyi. Imagine being failed by an empty bank statement. Come on, Baloyi. Come on, man. You are being failed by an empty bank statement, dude. It's failing you. It's weird. It's bad. That's not good. That cannot be right, Mr. Baloyi. Being failed by what? Empty bank statement? Sir! Sir! Really? Are you for real? Dear again, dear guys, because what the heck? What the hell? What the hell? Anyway, I'll see you on our next video. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.